us from Springfield, Missouri, Plaster Stadium, home to the Missouri State Bears. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Marshall Thundering Herd, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Missouri State Bears. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bears offense will go to work first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush. And you cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front 7. And they register a sack early here on only the second play of the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Bears will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. The Thundering Herd offense takes the field. It's our first look at them in this one. And David, they've got a tight end who might not be a superstar, but he always seems to be in the right place, always ready to be a safety valve for this quarterback.
No, and this guy dictates to the defense. It's so nice to be able to move him around. He's the chess piece. He's the playmaker on offense that can do a lot of things. And if they're going to be successful, the big tight end's going to be the reason why.
And he's a very reliable target, too. We've seen him make some really tough catches and some big moments for this offense. He's going to have to do that in this game today. The defense is keying on him. They know that's where the quarterback's eyes are going to be going early and often in this game, so the tight end's got to step up.
He'll do it himself. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. He leaves it with his back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Back to pass, it's Nelson. Throws toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Oh, the attempt is no good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Trying play action. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. They'll run play action. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll move the tight end. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Marshall now lines up trying to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to pass. It's Nelson. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Bunch formation for these receivers. On the run, it's Joyner. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. Fires one high and deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He'll pull it on the read. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Bears send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's still running after the move. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. Off the play fake. Here's a heat. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Quarterback keeper. Got the 1st down and more. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. Here comes the heat. Caught behind the line. It's Allen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Snagged in the middle, it's Flanagan. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a 1st down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Allen.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got it in the middle, it's Flanagan. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. He'll set up to throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And that's another play for this offense that you're just left wanting more. Both these offenses, man, nobody's scoring any points. Palmer trying to execute a 2-minute drill, throwing the ball to the other team. That's not part of the 2-minute drill.
And I think we got to give the defenses credit because they have been dominant and physical, and they're creating takeaways. I know the offense has been sloppy, but on the other side of the ball, man, we are seeing two really good defenses go at it today.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. And the Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They're looking to throw on second and short. Grab near the marker. It's Boyd. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Joyner. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
About to kick it away again as we are tied up in the third quarter. And he takes this from inside the 5. He steps out of bounds just across the 20 at the 21. Decent starting field position here. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Pulls it in. It's short. Oh, he's got some space. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Hand off from the shotgun. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6. The Thundering Herd to the line, facing a 2nd and short. Looking for a man, it's Nelson. Throws to the tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. To the ground to try to move the chains. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Thundering Herd! And second half.
I don't know, guys. The way this game's going, the defensive tug-of-war this has been, that might be enough right there. Points have been difficult to come by, but the offense found a way to get it done. Really nice job of execution there on that drive.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first to score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. South Carolina looks lost today, and boy, does it show right now on the scoreboard. Almost like the coaching staff spent the week at Hilton Head instead of the film room. They're trailing by 18 to Miami.
Looking to throw on first down.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Motion from the wideout. The play action fake. He's got him this time.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
The Bears decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Grabbed behind the line, it's Stevens. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And that's good enough for a first down.
We've reached the break, and Marshall is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Reese. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Harmon. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Now on the move. Powers through the defender.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
The give as they work on that clock. Turning it on. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from... Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Marshall! That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Looking for blockers. And the returner will be knocked down. So here comes the Missouri State offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They're working that left side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Bears in the hurry-up.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Caught over the middle. It's going. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. They just keep firing. Gets it out fast. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Wants to go up top. He's got an open man. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Got it! And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point every second. Touchdown Bears! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you've got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Trailing by a touchdown here in the fourth, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. Ball is loose. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's the pressure. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late.
Timeout, Missouri State.
Wants to fire on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Grabbed over the middle. It's Robinson. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
First down for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. Breaks into the open. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And that is another.
And they spike it and get the clock stopped. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Back to pass. He's going to run it.
And that's exactly what this defense is going to have to do late in this football game. They understand the situation. They're in the full 2-minute drill. They're playing pass, but understanding the quarterback can still run. Nice job.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Fourth down, gotta have it here. Going for it all. Pass to the end zone. Caught for a touchdown in the final seconds, and they're just a point away from tying it up.
Massive massive score, now massive decision making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? If you want to go for it, it's your decision.
And now they've decided to go for 2. A gutsy call, and the game likely to be decided right here. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. He will not make it to the end zone. The 2-point conversion attempt fails, and they are still down by 1 here deep in the game. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. And now this team has fallen into a 3-game slide, and a season of promise has now had a lot of promises broken.
Yeah, this is a team that really needs to take a long, hard look in the mirror right now and make a decision. What are we going to be? What am I about? What am I willing to do at this point in the season to get this thing turned around? A lot of tough and real conversations are going to have to take place.
And this is when the coaches really make their money, right? How can I get my kids to focus when I know there's probably not a lot to play for down the road? So let's win every game. Let's win every battle. Let's spoil other people's seasons on the way out, even though our season didn't pan the way we wanted it to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.